Giant attack. Ding! A golden elevator opened on the top floor of Lex Corp Tower. Lex Luthor stepped out, and a nervous scientist greeted him. Is everything ready? Lex asked the former Star Labs employee. The scientist nodded and pointed toward a large glass display case. High-tech gadgets glowed inside. Each device had one purpose: to destroy Superman. Lex removed the device from the case. A phantom zone projector, sir, said the scientist. We built one at Star Labs. Yours is better and more expensive. Let's grab the scientist. I will better get what I paid for, said the businessman. Then he turned on the device. Bam! Suddenly, 2 Phantom Zone criminals appeared in front of them. Finally, we're free, said Zod. I wouldn't say free, Lex told the criminals. What do you want? Asked Farah. Superman, he growled. Gladly, replied the evil duo. Excellent, said Lex, grabbing a rocket launcher from the case. Then meet me on the roof. Now what? Asked Farah. Lex pointed the rocket launcher toward the clear blue sky above. We start with the bang, he said, pulling the trigger. Kaboom! A silver missile streaked toward a nearby building. Without delay, a blue and red figure appeared beside it. Superman! With super speed, the Man of Steel soared behind the missile and grabbed the tail. Time to put the brakes on this situation, the superhero said. Blam! The missile suddenly exploded in a blast of red light. The superhero fell from the sky, crashing through the thick concrete sidewalk below. What on earth is that weapon? Farah asked Lex. You won't find this weapon on Earth, he replied. I've made the newest form of red kryptonite. On the ground below, Superman grew and grew. You fool, shouted Zod. Do you know what kind of mess you've made? A giant mess, Farah answered. The Man of Steel stood taller than the Lex Corp building. The hero stared at the tiny villains with his giant red eyes. You are all in big trouble, joked Superman. Zod and Farah circled Superman's head like 2 pesky bees. The bigger they are, Zod began, the harder they fall, added Farah. The hero raised his huge palm. Back off, Superman shouted. Trump! He swatted the villains in mid-air, sending them crashing into nearby buildings. The evil duo flew at Superman again. They punched him over and over with their teeny pin-sized fists. I'm growing tired of you too, Superman said, letting out a yawn. A gust of super breath escaped his mouth. The villains fell to the ground, covered in a layer of ice. Zod and Farah quickly flew back to the Lex Corp building. Get back out here, cried Lex. You still owe me for your freedom. Until the red cape wears off, said Farah. We'll be crazy to stay and fight him. Then our deal is dead, said Lex, starting the Phantom Zone projector. With the push of a button, he sent the evildoer back to their prison. Superman's giant finger suddenly smashed through a nearby window. Lex hid behind the display case. The superhero searched the room with his X-ray vision. He quickly spotted his enemy. The Man of Steel blasted the case with his heat vision. Whoosh! In an instant, Lex's gadgets melted into a red-hot puddle on the floor. "What have you done?" Lex asked the scientist standing nearby. "What you wanted, sir," he replied. "How long will this last?" said Lex. "If my red cape formula was correct," answered the scientist, 2 days. The giant Superman grabbed Lex and the scientist. "If we last that long," Lex added. Superman pulled the man into the air. "Star Lab's secrets are safe again," he said, smiling. Suddenly, the hero began shrinking. Lex and the scientist dropped to the rooftop. Superman returned to normal size. "This giant mess is all your fault," Lex shouted at the scientist as a policeman led them away. "Don't worry," said the superhero. "You will both pay for this mistake."